Nebraska is one of just 2 states that can split its electoral votes, and that has put all eyes on Omaha. Some say it's the blue dot that might just decide the election. Without getting into the weeds here, many believe there's a plausible scenario that Omaha's sole electoral vote could be the difference between a Vice President Harris win and a 269 to 269 electoral college tie. So in recent days, there's been a push by Republicans, including former President Donald Trump, to change Nebraska's electoral rules at the 11th hour. It's gotten the attention of the political world. Just take a look at the article titled "How One Man's Vote in Nebraska Could Change the Presidential Election." And we are so grateful to be joined by that man, Nebraska State Senator Mike McDonnell. Senator, thank you so much for joining us. I imagine it's been a whirlwind few days for you. Your vote courted by both sides. Just today, the governor of Nebraska announced that he would not call a special session after you ultimately decided that you were not going to vote to change Nebraska's laws. How did you come to that decision?
Good evening, and thanks for the invitation. I want to start off by thanking all the people that have been contacting me on both sides of this issue. We know it's a very important issue, and it's a passionate issue, and people are passionate about it. But they've been, 90% of them have been professional and polite. And again, going back to 2016, when I ran for the legislature, and every year since, I have been opposed to the winner take all. As you mentioned in your opening, like some people call it the blue dot. Well, mine was more based on the idea of what it does for Omaha, the idea that you can come into Omaha, you were relevant. Of course, economically, some people like to call it the green dot, that because of the impact to our economy, but also you have to come in and ask for our vote and work for that vote. And over the years, we've shown that, we'll listen to everyone that comes in and works hard. And going back to, President Obama was the first one to win, and the other 4 went the other way with the Electoral College. But if you look at then President Trump in 2016, he ended up winning all 5 because he won in Omaha. But I've focused more on, since 2016, I'm always willing to listen to people and try to find a compromise, but also try to understand why they're voting yes. But this just did not seem fair. If we're going to go ahead and change in the state of Nebraska, I think we should do it midterm. I think we should do it 2 years before the presidential election, have the people of Nebraska vote to say if they want to go back to winner take all or keep, again, the blue dot, which has changed through the years. And sometimes a Republican will win, sometimes a Democrat will win. But we do listen as Nebraska. And sometimes people say, oh, Nebraska nice. That means, you're kind of weak. And it's not. We work hard and we play by the rules. And we're just asking everyone to come in, work hard in Omaha, the 2nd Congressional District, and play by the rules. And
so just to clarify on that, there is nothing and no one at this particular time who could make you change your decision at this time.
No, I've tried to listen, and I always will listen. I think the rest of the country should follow us and look at the unicameral and look at getting rid of the winner-take-all.
As I'm sure you're probably aware, former President Trump said in a post that you got, quote, in the way of a great Republican common sense victory. He went on to call you a grandstander. What's your response to that?
Well, today's the first day I've talked to the media, and I'm always willing, again, as I said, over the last 8 years serving in the legislature, willing to talk to people and listen.
Just last night, Tim Walz said, thank God for that one guy in Omaha. Should both Vice President Harris and former President Trump make campaign stops in Omaha? And do you think that your decision may have just changed the outcome of the election?
I'm inviting both Vice President Harris and President Trump, come to Omaha. Come have a debate here. There's still 42 days. Listen to the people, talk to the people, and answer the questions.
Nebraska State Senator Mike McDonnell, we know that a lot of people were vying for your time tonight. We really appreciate you having this conversation with us.
Thank you.